I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. Gun, gun. We won. Win. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Jim, 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 Jim. Jake Smith. Safe. Express. Motion. Reset. 20.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you. Watch twins.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Shoot. Check 99. Check the backer. Check 4. Express. Go now.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
No.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Check. Express. Let's go right here. Express.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
He's checking. Cracks.
McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
What is it? 88. Check. Watch 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. What is it?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On first and 10, Gilbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 27, Gilbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Great. Gun.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
That's it. 20.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Chance.
Back. Express. Check.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their... Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Gilbert, that one going to be complete to David Moore. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Gilbert able to haul it in as Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gilbert. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gilbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
At the 4-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you get into that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Gilbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Gilbert over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He lets it fly for Lockett, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Check, check. Lucky. Express. 45's the mic.
Oh, you got deep?
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, pick it up, deep.
Express.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Here we go. Ready? Go. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Gilbert. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gilbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gilbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Check, 45 to Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. Switch.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to put this one on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Gilbert. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
We got 6.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Gilbert. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Switch. Check 3.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Shift. Out.
20.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Here's Bernard. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Check 52. Why? Get wide.
Express.
Motion. 54 is Mike. Check.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 54. All day. Deuce. Check 3. Check.
Express.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirect.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. Here we go. 388.
54 Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Check 13. Check 13.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Ready? Hey! Great.
A gain of 9 brings up second down.
Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Keep it up. Jim.
Gun.
John.
Again, it's Johnson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Great. 20.
Safe. Watch twist. Shoot.
Newton's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.